Okay, let's start in a seated position. Make sure that your back is straight and your abs are tight. Arms out front and slowly lean back, keeping your sit bones firmly planted on the ground as you lean back. Exhaling up, take an inhale down. Your head follows along with your spine. It's only make sure that your chest is lifted as you lean back and come back up. Keeping that core strong, hinging at your waist. Back and up, keeping that back straight as you lower and lift. Now we're going to pulse, so pulse back a little. Again, keeping that back strong, tightening those abdominals, keeping your shoulders down, back up, and now we're going to sweep your left arm around, lean back, sweep your right arm around. Sitting back up, go back and forth, left arm, inhale as you go down, exhale as you come up. Inhale down, sweeping the arm, exhale as you come back up. Keep going, left arm, and the right arm sweeps around. A few more times. Keep going, you got this. Really opening up that shoulder blade. Now lift those arms straight up overhead as you lean back. Keeping your arms straight up, shoulders are down. Hold. And then slowly come back up and bring your arms in front of you. Let's go back down. Arms reach up and over. Hold. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, come back up. And back down. Arms up overhead. Breathe in. And as you exhale, you're going to come back up, bringing those arms up. And then you're going to sweep those arms around and forward. Sweeping the arms back and around and forward. Keeping that core strong. Rotating your arms from one direction and the other. And now gently come back onto your elbows, keeping that chest lifted, and lift up your left leg, and you're just going to bring that knee into your chest and then push that heel in as far as you can, extend it away from you, as if you are gliding your heel along a smooth surface. Tighten those abdominals, keeping your shoulders down away from your ears. Okay, now you're going to lift and lower that leg, bringing it in. So up, down, knee into chest, straighten the leg, and keep going. Flexing your foot up and then pointing your foot as you bring that leg down. Flexing up, pointing that foot as you bring it down. Really try to straighten that leg as you reach out. And let's do the opposite side. Right leg, bringing that knee in, flex up, point down. Flexed in, up, and point that leg down. Keep going, keeping those abdominals strong. Keeping that chest lifted. Left leg, I'm gonna hover it above the ground. And then bring that right leg up. And then slowly lower down your head. And we'll just scissor our legs back and forth, cementing our hips firmly into the mat. Only those legs are moving, pointing your feet. Palms of your hands are on the ground, helping support you. Okay, go ahead and lower those feet. Straighten both legs. Bring your arms up overhead. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, lift up that chest, using those abdominals to bring you up, and then reach forward. Head comes down, gazing between your knees as you reach those hands forward. And then let's sit back up, straight back, and lower one vertebrae at a time, all the way back down again. Arms overhead, and we'll repeat. Arms up, using those abdominals to lift yourself up and over, reaching forward past your toes as much as possible. Gaze down onto your mat between your knees, and then sitting straight back up, straight back. Go ahead and lower again, one vertebrae down at a time. Arms cup overhead, and let's come up again. Using those abdominals to lift yourself up and reaching over and then back up into a seated position. Now take your hands to your elbows, and we're going to do the same lowering. If you want to keep in this straight arm position, you can. Otherwise, this is to the next level as you lift and lower, and you're going to pretend as if you're reaching over an imaginary beach ball, rounding your back over and your elbows come down to your knees. Hold this position, and then sit back up, and let's roll down again, one vertebrae at a time. Inhaling as you go down, don't let go. Make sure those abdominals are strong and helping suck them in as you come up, exhaling, and then again, reaching over and around that imaginary ball. Elbows to your knees, and then sit back up, straight back. Okay, now you're going to take your hands to your forehead, elbows out to the side, and lower yourself down. This is level 3, so you can go back to level 2 or the first level, which you have straight arms up and over. You're going to come up and then round up and over again to that imaginary beach ball as you round over and bring your head down towards your knees. You'll probably feel a good stretch in your lower back as you do this. Back up, and then again lowering down, one vertebrae at a time, all the way down. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to use those abdominals to pull yourself up again. Now you can bend your knees, that make it a little bit easier. If you need to get back up again, or even reach back behind your legs to gently pull yourself up. Okay, bring your hands down by your side. Gently put them down on either side of your hips. And you're going to bring your hands to your elbows, slightly lean back, and then taking that left leg, push that leg all the way out, and then bring the knee in. You really want to lengthen that leg as much as possible as you bring that leg in, tightening those abdominals to bring the knee in as close to your chest as possible. Your abdominals are engaged, and then come back up. Okay, now we're going to lean back again, lifting that leg, and as we bring that leg out, you're going to lower and then bring your knee into your chest. A little more intensity. Knee into chest, and then pushing away. Keep going. Breathe. A few more. Keep going. Almost done. Keep going. Gliding that heel along an imaginary flat surface. Go ahead and lower that left leg. Sit up. Now you're going to lean back again. Lift that left leg. Now straighten that leg. And you're going to lift the leg up towards your chest and back down again. Try to keep that left leg straight. If your hamstrings are tight, this might be a little more challenging. You don't have to lift up that high. Keep that chest lifted as you bring that leg in close to your chest, lifting and lowering. Pulling your chest in, your leg in together, and then back out again. A few more times. Okay, drop that leg, and let's take a little bit of break, and we'll transition over to the right side. Reach those arms out in front of you, head down, gaze down below to your mat, and open up the shoulder blades. Okay, now we'll work our right leg. So hands to elbows once again. You're going to sit back. Now you're going to take that right leg up and just go ahead and push that heel away out as far as possible and bring that knee back in. Using those abdominals, keeping them strong. You're just moving that leg. Right leg pushing the heel out and back in, gliding along an imaginary surface. A few more times. Staying strong, keeping your chest lifted, keeping your shoulders down, pushing that heel away, and the knee comes back in. Okay, go ahead and drop that leg down, sit up. And now we're going to lean back again, bring that knee in, and this time you're going to bring the chest down and then bring the knee into the chest. Extending that leg as far away as possible as you reverse and bring the knee into the chest. Hinging at the waist. Keeping strong abdominals. That core is working. Keep going. Okay, come back up. Now we're going to lean back again. Lift up that right leg, straighten that leg, lower your chest slightly, and then bring that leg up. Straight leg to meet your chest. Keep going. Keep going, you got this. Keep breathing. Don't move. Don't let your head lead the way. Your head's only following what your spine is doing. A few more. Go ahead and drop that leg down. Again, reach forward, lowering your head, gazing down at your mat. Reaching those arms in front of you as far as you can, opening up those shoulder blades. Go ahead and sit back up. Okay, so now take those hands to elbows again and lift up your legs one at a time, and you're going to push both legs out together as you lower and then come back up, meeting those knees to the chest. Your legs are zipped together, and then lengthen those legs, pushing those heels out away from, as you bring then the knees in, sucking those abdominals in. Strong core, strong legs. And if it's a little more difficult, you can bring your hands back down and do the same exercise. Okay, let's come all the way down, lowering our head. Bring up your knees into a tabletop position. And gently take your hands and cradle them behind your head. Your elbows go out to your side, keeping your elbows away, and you're just going to lift and lower your chest. Squeezing your abdominals. Think about bringing that belly button back to your spine as you lift and lower your chest. Try to keep your elbows out to your side. And their hands are just gently cradling your head. They're not pulling your head toward you. It's just a gentle support. Lifting and lowering. Keep going. Okay, now as you keep your head lifted, you're going to rotate to one side, opposite that your leg is straight. And then come down, and then your left leg straight, lift up, and twist over to the right, and reverse. This is not a bicycle. You notice that you want to really push those legs out straight away, putting the knee in, and then pushing the leg out straight as you rotate from side to side, keeping the elbows out to your side. Controlled movements. Don't go too fast that you really feel like you've lost your stability. You want to keep your hips firmly planted on the ground. Okay, gently bring yourself up into a seated position. You can reach behind your thigh if you want to, otherwise grab your elbows, making sure your chest is lifted and your back is straight. And you're going to rotate from one side to the next. Only rotate as far as your spine will allow, and your arms and head are just following the direction of your spine. Keeping that chest lifted. Make sure that your legs are stable and your hips are not moving from side to side. Go ahead and sit up. And again, reach forward, gaze down at your mat. And you